Hey, let me tell you the story of when I bounced instead of broke. So here I am, age 71. I still love bicycling, and I won't give it up until I absolutely have to because I love going up hills and then down hills. When I was, I think I was 15, I had a dream. And it was the most important dream I've ever had, or it was the most vivid, maybe more than important. It was the most vivid dream. It was a dream of sailing down a hill that was on the way to my high school. Dreamed of sailing down that hill on a bicycle. I woke up and I said, I'm going to get a bicycle. I made a deal with my sister Chris that we could split the price on it. And actually, that was a pretty smart deal because Chris doesn't like exercise if it makes you sweat. So she had bailed out about riding the bicycle, and I got to use the bicycle 100%. So anyway, fast forward from age 15 to age 71. And so here I am. I've biked over hills and down dales, to get some groceries, and then come back up hills, down dales, down dales to get home. And that was all well and good until I had to get my foot over the bike to get off with all the groceries in the bags at the back, in the saddlebags. And so I managed that the first time when I stopped to pick up my mail at my little mailbox. But I couldn't figure out how to get my leg back over getting on. The biking part's okay, but the getting on and off is what's getting harder. So this is a fairly new used bike to me because I've had to sort of update my bikes for old ladiness. And this bike, I'd mostly been swinging it over, but because I had so many groceries, swinging my leg over was harder. So I thought maybe I'd give it a try to bring it over the crossbar. This was sort of a bike that is not a step through and is not a straight boys bar in the middle of the bike. And so guess what happened? I'm not as limber as I used to be. Guess what? Surprise, surprise. And my foot got stuck on the bar. So what do? Here you are, your foot's stuck. The bike is fully loaded. And when your foot gets stuck, guess what happens? Guess. Anybody want to guess? Anyway, so I sort of knew what would happen myself. I knew I'd go slowly over and down. And sure enough, that's exactly what happened. I actually screamed as I was going down in case anybody wanted to come and save me or anything. So I pretty quickly actually, it was halfway between slowly and quickly, I hit my ass, my head goes back, and I'm so proud, I have a helmet on. It hit the ground, but it didn't hit my head. And so I sort of wondered if I was okay. A few people came running and they asked if I was okay. And I said, let me check. And I said, there's nothing that is a sharp hurt, that indicates I've broken a bone or anything. So I got up, and let me tell you, I did not try to swing my leg over. I walked my bike the rest of the way home, and I could tell nothing was broken. That's a good thing. I knew that I'd fallen on my ass in a big way. Bam. And it didn't hurt yet. But let me tell you, if you if you've hit your ass, I asked my sister Katie, the physical therapist, what my problem was because my ass really, really hurt after that. She said it's probably a deep bruise where all the blood vessels inside break and there's nowhere for all that blood of all the broken little blood vessels to go. They say that you couldn't evacuate the blood. So Katie told me to heating pad, cold, no, first cold and then later heating pad. You know how they tell you, switch it, do this, do that. So anyway, I did this and that. And eventually my ass felt better. But the moral of the story is I'm actually glad for all the adipose tissue, all the fat I have on my ass and everywhere else, because guess what? I didn't break anything. I just bounced.